Hi, this is Rob Jordan, and we're fortunate enough today to have both Lendon Gray and Robert Dover in one spot. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Could you give us a brief synopsis of what's happened this week here in Wellington?
We had the most fantastic week, and of course I'm honored that my name had something to do with
Yes.
the Robert Dover Horsemastership week, but it's really Lendon Gray's baby, which is first dressage for kids, and then the emerging dressage athlete program that she asked me to be a part of, as well as Courtney King Dye. And so Lendon has been leading the way to really make the biggest difference for the youth in our country in the sport of dressage.
Great. Lendon, do you have anything to say about Dressage for Kids?
Well, Dressage for Kids is just an organization I started about 14 years ago to just give kids some opportunities to learn not just about riding, but also stable management and horse care and everything else that goes on with it. And it's blossomed over the years. It started as a small show, and now it's blossomed into other activities, and our latest activity is the Emerging Dressage Athlete Program, where the goal is that we find riders, not just the successful competitive riders. We want them, absolutely, those
Sure.
that are out there competing and being successful. But my real dream is that we find some kids in southeast North Dakota and places that, just kids that don't necessarily have the opportunities, that we can give them some opportunities, that we can give them some direction, that we can help them find their way to have their dreams fulfilled, as well as those that are having their opportunities. And it was a great week because we had everything. We had several national champions of junior young rider pony, and then we had kids that have done very, very little showing that were found in clinics that I'd done around the country. And they've now had the chance to get some amazing instructors from some of the best
great.
in our country, and to meet each other. They had 3 lectures every day. They had fitness work every day. They're going to be sleeping well tonight. I bet most of them aren't going to be doing New Year's tonight.
Yeah.
It's been an amazing week with so many people that have helped us out. Just fabulous.
Is there any financial component for the participants that, I know that with jumping, it's an expensive sport. Dressage is no different. Is there any way that people can help offset the costs for young riders who are very good at what they do but just don't have the means?
Well, I mean, for this particular program, where the program is basically going to be bigger or less big by the financial help that we do get, we need some sponsorship so that we can make these opportunities happen for more and more kids. And to make this particular clinic happen, they paid a small amount. Many of them, people in the area, have let them stay in their homes. We've had people loan us some lovely horses, so they were able to come even though they couldn't bring a horse. And we've had sponsorship for most of the meals, so we kept the expense down as much as we can. But how much we can expand, to be honest, like everything else, is going to be, are we going to get some sponsorship to be able to continue?
And of course, part of that is this fantastic showgrounds, not only the stabling, but also these 2 arenas and the wireless mics and everything that was given to us by Mark Bellissimo and the WEP partnership and ESP, so that we could have this great event go through the week here on the showgrounds. Still Point Farm, Toonie Page's farm, was a place where we had our lectures every single afternoon. And as Lendon said, we had this amazing outpouring from the community of help to make sure that the kids were fed and housed, and we got horses for 6 of them from people around the community, so that the kids that couldn't come with horses had horses.
That's great.
So all of these different things happen because the community sees that this is a great program. Very similar, if you will, to American Idol, where Lendon's going around the country identifying the cream of the crop of new kids coming up, and then saying, now you can come to regional clinics. Now we're going to have this national clinic, if you will, a national sort of week-long intensive, was this. And then Lendon will be back on the road doing it again, just like they do every year in American Idol, looking
Right.
for more fabulous kids. But if you go to dressageforkids.com, then you'll see there a box that says Emerging Dressage Athlete Program. You click on that, and the beautiful thing is kids around the country can apply there to be in this program if they're 21 and under. And we had 11-year-old kids here that were
that's
watching.
Fantastic.
I mean, and there were like 13, 14-year-old kids riding. So that's wonderful. And then the other great thing is, right in that same place, when you click on it, there's this thing that says contributions. And we need contributions because this program, in my mind, having been around the block as long as Lendon and into a lot of Olympics, this is the game changer for our country. This program will be looked back at 20 years from now as being the program that brought more Olympic athletes, more World Championship athletes, but also more great trainers, more great educators of younger people by the kids that are now coming into these clinics.
That's fantastic.
As adults.
And do you find that going forward, Wellington seems to be going to be the jumping off point for all these things?
Well, here's the thing. Right now, we're in the process of building the Global Dressage Festival venue, and that home that will be this all-inclusive, gorgeous facility for dressage shows will also be a facility that Mark has said will be allowed to use forever, year after year, for the kids to come in the Emerging Dressage Athlete Program. So it's vital to the youth of our country, as well as to the present competitors in our country, to have this world-class showgrounds and facilities with all of the amenities involved be built and be approved for the final building out of it, so that we know that we have a world-class home for all of us to come to every single year, just like the jumpers and hunters have this world-class home to come to, every single year.
Well, that's fantastic. I'm glad this week turned out well for both of you, and hopefully all the kids had the best time ever. I did notice that there was a traffic jam at Tooney's place, and there never is, so that was a big deal. I knew something was going on.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. Well, thank you both very much.
Thank you.
And we thank Courtney, too, for being a
yes,
part of
Courtney's
this.
been a big
She's
part.
been fantastic, and all the other trainers and everybody that has given to this week.
Right.
Really, there's just been an amazing, amazing group of people helping.
Great. Well, thank you guys very much.
Thanks.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.